Okay.
I'd start in about 15 seconds and go a couple of minutes. That'll give
Okay.
people plenty of time.
All right. Tell me when you're ready and I'll just start the song.
Go ahead.
Knower of this heart, beloved of this soul, keeper of this life, hold me tonight, hold me tonight, guide of my life, always within me, lover of my life, hold me tonight, hold me knower of this heart, beloved of this soul, keeper of this life, hold me tonight, hold me tonight.
So what was that song about?
This is a song from At the Temple Door by Ajit Kaur. And it's just about, singing to your higher self, singing to your source, singing to Divine Mother, you who knows who I am, hold me tonight, like be with me through the storm, be with me with your love. Yeah.
That's
and I
nice.
love it.
It's very nice.
Yeah, it's really soothing. How are you, Todd? We're together again.
I'm just rolling with it.
It's been a long time. I mean, it's like 7 months, right? I think.
I don't know. I can't. I do
I
so
know
many
you
shows.
do
I can't remember.
so
But
many shows. Yeah.
no, it's been. What can you say? I mean,
I'm speechless.
You push. You get hit with energy bombs. You push through. You get up. You do the best you can, and that's all you can do. Do the best you can.
I was listening to Jen describing her ascension symptoms, and I was like, "Oh, sister, I'm right there with you." Some days I'm just slammed. Like I don't get out of bed because I'm like DNA upgrades are just hitting over and over. I'm like, why get out of bed? Just to go to the bathroom. That's it. Get some water and then get back in bed.
Yeah. Yeah. I was down yesterday. I mean, I did 4 shows, but I was pretty much out on my feet.
Yeah. Wow.
From about the second one on. Yeah.
Well,
it was just, but what do you do?
You just ride it, roll it, get on the earth, maybe,
I'd love to. I have been. I do between shows, but yeah.
Me too. I love to put my bare feet right in the mud, right in the earth. It's springtime now, so you don't have to freeze your toes, your little toesicles, popsicles.
So yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, good. I'm flirting with the idea of coming to Soulogy Fest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just going, okay, can I do it? Can I swing it? Financially, can I like swing it? We'll see. I know I want to see Pamela. My Pamela Johnson is going to be there. I'm
There's gonna
like,
be
okay, I gotta
I
go. I
think
just
there's
gotta go.
29 tickets. Hung says it's been a rough week. Yeah, it has been. Uh, yeah, I
It
think
has
it's
been
gonna
a
be.
big week. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the Soulogy Fest is gonna be cool. We got that 222 for 3 nights with our friend who owns a retreat center, which is pretty cheap. It's group housing, but it's nice. I've been there. I stayed there. But yeah, it
That's
should be very
cool.
cool. Yeah, we just announced the online. The online's going to be 122, and you get all 3 days, and you get an MP4 when it's over. Yeah,
Oh, nice.
yeah, we're doing this so we can distribute what if we net anything, we'll distribute it with the presenters and performers. Anyone that's part of it,
Yeah.
and also so we can hopefully accumulate some more resources to keep moving
Keep
to 24/7, 365.
Yeah, I love to think of supporting that. If I'm going to put my money anywhere, I'd love to put it there. Now, how far are you guys from Cottonwood? Because I have friends that are like
20
in
miles,
it's
18
a bit
miles.
of a 18 miles.
No,
Oh, it's not that
no, it's
far.
not. It's not bad at all. I stayed there the
Yeah.
first time I went to Sedona. I stayed in Cottonwood for about 2 weeks.
Yeah, they're
It's very close, and you come in on the west side, so it's very close.
oh, very cool. They're in a gigantic mobile home, so I could just, sleep over with
There you
them.
go.
Rent a car.
I'm sure there'll be people coming from Cottonwood. There's like a private group of people that are attending, so they can coordinate. Like shared ride shares and shared housing.
Oh, cool. Okay,
Yeah.
awesome.
So there'll be more coming out of it. I think there'll be not quite a bit, but some more stuff coming out this weekend. I'll be on this weekend.
Cool.
So tell me, you're one of those who picks up on collective energy. What was March all about? I mean,
Oh,
it was
wow.
quite a trip with that equinox.
Oh, when I got on the show today, I was like, when I was preparing this morning, I thought, why don't I just talk about normal things? Like, why don't I try and be like more relatable,
Yeah.
But maybe it's just not my job. Sometimes I'm kind of a frontline,
Mm.
far out galactic veil lifter. And I guess I just have to tell you what I know. And if people think I'm nuts, that's fine. I think it's too late for that anyway.
You're with all the nutsos now.
I'm with all of you guys in the same club. Yeah, so March was really and I always want to say from my fractal of this great symphony, because everybody has their fractal, their piece of it, right? And
Yeah.
so from my fractal, I had a dream. I'll start with this. I had a dream in 1985, way back,
Wow.
right after my nervous breakdown, which was 83.
Wow.
In 85, I had this dream of a radio, and I'm waking up at 4 a.m, and this radio is just going blah 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 blah, and I'm like, what the hell is this radio on at 4 a.m, right? And it's I'm not awake from the dream. I wake up from another layer and think I'm
Right.
awake, right? So I go to the radio and I switch it off, and it keeps playing. It keeps going, and then I'm like, what the fuck? So I unplug the damn thing, right? Because turning it off didn't do. So I unplug it. It keeps playing. At that point, I pick up the radio over my head. It's not too big. It's like one of those transistors that you take to the beach,
Uh-huh.
And I pick it up over my head and I hurl it into the earth. And it goes into the soil of the earth. And then there's this massive sacred pause where you literally you see nothing. In the dream, it's maybe 30 seconds of nothing. In this lifetime, it's more like 10 years of nothing,
I
And you
hope we're not.
see, no. But you see this massive sense of void space. And then this gorgeous green garden of just blossoming, the greenest, most beautiful. And that's organic third dimension coming back on the
Yeah.
way to organic 5D. And so on March 1st, the radio went into the earth. The AI Azazel beast machine, a reversal. I want to swear every cuss word in the world, but basically the main AI machine was like, it hit the ground and started dismantle.
Mm.
And that was March 1st. And then by the equinox portal, we were riding on this organic Stargate, which opened. So it's just been this massive dismantle of the mental body, and just a lot of feeling deeply and surrendering and feeling lost and feeling disconnected. And
Yeah.
at least in my, a lot of people are having different experiences right now, but my main experience continues to be, really since 1983, disconnected. Like, I just want to hang out with my best friends, like you guys, and play. But how do you make money? How do you have a career? How do you translate this incredible love for all creation into something that you can market on Facebook? How do you keep your aperture open to the highest destiny of love and freedom for all beings, and somehow incarnate into something that is translatable to this dimension and brings green paper back into your life? I don't know.
Maybe it's not green paper. Maybe it's just abundance in general. I don't know.
Abundance in general.
I
Yeah, I
don't
mean,
know.
I'm still supported by my mom and my husband, and it's just barely on the edge. It's nothing luxurious, but food and housing,
Yeah.
and and I get to play my music, and I do lots of healings, but mostly with my friends,
Yeah.
because it's so cutting edge what I do. Like, it's so different. Like, someone will call me up and they'll have an ailment. They'll have something that's really bothering them. And they'll call me, one of my good friends, and I'll say to them, I don't think I can do anything about that. Like, on the human level, I'm like, I can't bring back 20 years of memory. I don't know how to do that. Sorry. If you lost it in your near-death experience, I can't bring it. I don't know, how to do that. So I'm very humble. I'm like, I can't do that. No. Right. And then this higher self energy comes in and restores 20 years of memory for the person. I don't know how it's happening. Literally, I'm this conduit for it to come through. And that's it. There's enough coherence in my heart, because I've been ego deathing for 37 and a half years, that there's enough coherence in the heart that it accesses this ninth strand of DNA. I was talking to Sandra Walter about it. The ninth strand of DNA is quantum healing. And we're all becoming quantum healers. This is not something that is going to be, just me or just somebody else. Everybody is a quantum healer. That's divine human genome, right? But when you start it starts to come through the vessel like that, and you're just going, what the heck was that just happened, right? This massive reciting of healing codes and healing protocols. And they're not even, it's using my voice. It's using my energy, but it's coming from this ninth strand of DNA. And I'm just really humbled by it. And it's not predictable. Like, I don't know if I can do it every time. That's why like charging money for it is like, it's more like, let's see if it happens this time,
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Well, you said a lot there, a lot that's affecting our, our actual reality, our experience. I mean, such as being able to connect to that ninth power, and how I would say that things like that are occurring more frequently all over the earth.
Yeah, totally. And it's our oneness, right? Because we're all together in that quantum field. And so I think that's the thing that excites me the most, is how we're all part of this great body, and this body is awakening, and we're finding each other, and together we create this beautiful chord of love. And as we maximize, like, as all of our correctional codes come from the 12 tree grid of the earth, which is awakening right now, she sends out the correctional codes that says, go meet Todd in Sedona. Go see Pamela over here. Go to the supermarket right now, and you're going to meet, your soul buddy from the Pleiades or from an ancient lifetime. And we're all like just converging and coalescing and reuniting after
That's
this
right.
long night and looking into each other's eyes and going, I know you. I love you. Where have you been all my life? Right. That's my favorite thing about all the suffering, all the incredible darkness, is waking up and finding the body of your lovers
Yeah.
again all
Yeah.
around you and just going, oh my God. So yeah.
Yeah, and it looks like that all of these institutions and all of that stuff that's based on duality is it's crumbling, it's deconstructing. It's, to me, it feels like it's happening no matter what anybody does about it, whether for or against it. Uh, it just feels like they're just deconstructing.
Yeah.
They have life if we give them life.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of like, I always say the analogy of like bread mold, at a certain point, that bread is going to start degenerating into bread mold, right? And we're kind of at the point where duality, its shelf life is up, like
Mm-hmm.
it's got that little, that due date used by
2012, 20, what is it, December 20th, 2012?
yeah,
Or,
used by April
I
2021.
wonder I wonder what I think somebody mentioned it one time, or at least their version, but what is the significance? I mean, if you look at 20 December, well, what is it? In
Which
most
one?
parts of the world, it's 2012, 2012. That would be the origination date, or so to speak, Mayan calendar. And
The
then
Mayan calendar,
what
yeah.
about 2021, 2021? It seems like they're bookends.
Yeah, that's right, because it's kind of like a palindrome, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, yeah, 2012 was really the turning of a page, into a new chapter.
Yeah.
So many people woke up in 2012. It was like,
How about last year? How many people woke up?
oh, last year, yeah, it was huge. Oh my
Yeah.
God, I could sing my coronavirus song.
Okay, let's hear it.
I have a song. So this song, I was like excuse me, I just kicked the table upon which my computer's on. I actually felt like kind of with the Elohim and the earth, like showed me that she was accepting the contract with the coronavirus. I saw it coming into the field and I saw this total, yes, bring it on. This is what our next thing is. And I got a cyst right above my heart, just exploded. And I saw the whole new earth being born as this cyst was filling up. Kind of gross, TMI. But it took 3 years to clear. 3 years. It took 3 months to clear the cyst. But
Wow.
right as that was erupting, I was given this song. So it's like, whoa, okay. My
Cool.
tune. And the song is called Deep Times. Deep Times. Okay. These times are deep, deep times. Doing anything just to fill the hole. I gotta tune a little. That's better. Okay, that's better. These times are deep, deep times. Doing anything just to fill the hole. These times are calling me to dig down deep inside my soul, to become whole, become whole. Don't know whether it's winter, spring, summer or fall, because all the cues are upside down, 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 down. Do I rise up to sing spring's welcome song, or do I hibernate in winter's ground? The weather was so crazy. It was November and it was 85 degrees. I don't know. It was nuts. Always thought that I'd be so much more by the time I turned 54. But in so many ways I'm still lying here upon this old, cold, broken floor, like I've done 10,000 times before. But there's something so deep under this ground. Is it a sight, or is it a sound? And it's struggling to break free, and it's coming for you, and it's coming for me. Are we going to be alright on this crazy ride through the night? The song goes on a bit.
Keep going.
Let's see. Yes, this chaos is a crucible, a tomb, but it also holds brand new life. Indeed, it is a womb, a glorious womb, giving us room, stretching us open, oh, dreaming and hoping, and the answers in you, and the answers in me. We are birthing a body that will set us free. We are birthing a body of unity. Oh, we were never, we were never meant to be separate, you and me. We are all part of one great family. No, we were never meant to be separate, you and me. We were all part of one great family. Oh, listen, my family of light, 'cause I've got something to say to you. Through this dark and lonely night, we are birthing a brand new body of light. begun. To live as one. The calling time is here to become a love that's beyond all fear. The calling of the one to live as one family under one sun.
That was nice. It had I like the way it changed pace, and I also like the main part. It kind of reminds me of After the Gold Rush by Neil Young.
Neil Young.
Yeah.
Yes, I
Then
love
then you come
After
in
the Gold
then you come in
Rush.
with like some talking heads on the chorus. It's pretty cool.
It's kind of like it changes, doesn't it? The
Yeah.
first part is a whole different song. And then
Mhm.
the second part is like the transition, the labor and delivery, the birth, the crisis, right? And then the third part is like the calling of the new earth,
Yeah.
coming through this crucible of death and rebirth. It's like, let's come to the land. Let's come together as cells in the body of unity. Let's hear each other calling us home. Let's hear the land calling us to live on her and as communities of light. So thanks for listening. That was kind of long. I was
I
like, oh
liked
my.
it. No, I thought it was perfect. Mother Earth's voice seems to be getting louder. Is it just me, or are you picking up on that?
Well, that's her. I mean, that song is so her. You know, she's saying the calling has begun to live together, to live as one family. You know, she's calling us together. Yeah, there's just a tremendous amount of earth energy. You know, she's going through 10 centimeters dilated, and she's really in her birth, bringing in these incredible opening stargates and her own crystalline center, which is like the 13th chakra. Her center of the earth is just getting brighter and brighter. And our own internal sun flames, which are connected to her 13th chakra in our solar plexus, those are starting to like burst forth and blow out duality, because all the AI is lodged in the solar plexus. That's the major lodging point.
In
And
the
so the
solar plexus.
solar plexus, yep. It's mind, it's mental body 3D mind control, but it's all right on the solar plexus. Because this is the gateway. Once you connect the lower chakras to the heart, ascension, the game is over for the
Yeah.
for the AI. They hold in the third chakra there. And so this beautiful solar star flame is coming online in the solar plexus. And Richard Rudd, who created the Gene Keys, oh my God, Candace Coe and Alicia Young Hall were talking about the Gene Keys. I'm like, yes, I love the Gene Keys. It's one of my like biggest passions of my life. Apparently I'm allowed to participate in it. So many things I'm just not allowed to do, but I'm allowed to do that.
The Gene Keys.
I love it. Yeah.
Yeah. She asked me if she wanted to do a reading. You know, just use me as a reading, show everybody how to.
When's your birthday, Todd? When's your birthday? I'll just look at your chart really quick.
It's December 9th. Are you very familiar with the Gene Keys?
Very, 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 very. Yeah. So December 4th. So
December 9th.
Sagittarius,
December 9th.
December 9th. Yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. So you've got 7. That's a big one. So like leadership through guidance,
I think 22.
overcoming all division. Like you're here to overcome all division and be a leader through embodiment.
Mm,
That's one of your biggest themes is the 7. It's at its shadow frequency, it's division. And then at its highest frequency, it's virtue. At its gift
wow.
frequency, it's leadership. So it's just being this, not a leader that's like a dictator in any
Mm,
way, but a leader that is embodying so much listening.
mm.
It's one who listens, like you're listening as a leader and you're embodying leadership. Yeah. And you're 22. Yeah. Suffering is grace. A huge
What
key.
is it? Grace?
Um, yeah. So it's a dishonor at the shadow frequency. You're going to be really triggered by either feeling dishonored by others, that the feeling of dishonor,
Mm-hmm.
is going to
Mm-hmm.
be strong. It's like the warrior that's like
Mm.
dishonored. And then at the gift frequency, it's graciousness. It's just that generosity of the heart, which you're
How do
totally
you
at
know
the,
all the numbers by heart? Do you know them for
because I
any?
live it. I love it. It's,
Do you know every single date of the year? Like, wow.
yeah,
Because
pretty much.
each one of them has 5 numbers, right?
They have 11 spheres. Everybody's chart, Gene Key chart has 11 spheres,
Okay.
which make up their whole hologenetic
Okay. So I
profile.
guess when you go in, they give you 5 numbers. Morgan and I did it, and
Mm.
I believe we both had a 22 and a 55.
Was that
If
human
I'm not.
design or was that Gene Keys?
Oh, no, I think it was Gene Keys. I went to Gene
Gene
Keys.
Keys will give you 4 numbers on the outside,
Okay,
which is
so it
your
was 4 numbers.
4
Okay,
numbers.
so it wasn't 5; it was 4, and I believe we had 2 of the same, which I think were 22 and 55.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. Those are powerful. Oh my goodness.
yeah, 22 seems to be a big number for us. I don't know why. For myself, I mean, and for us, it's popped
Yeah.
up a few times. So, I mean, you've been this way for 37 and a half years. What is it? How do you think we're doing? I mean, today. I mean, you know what I mean? After all you've been through and all you've
Oh,
observed,
yeah.
how do you think we're doing? I mean, are we spending too much time beating up ourselves? And should we be giving ourselves some credit now? I mean, it feels like we've come a long way. I know we may have a long way to go, but
Oh, we've come such a long way. I think it's just, we've been down here on a planet without our mother and without our father. And we have done so much to open the pathways to connecting, to more light, and the courageousness of everyone who just is clearing out their shadow emotions, everyone who's going through their stuff, and being in relationship, whether it's romantic or even just friendship or housemate, the things that we bring up in each other and the things that we continue to courageously like put love first, to hold
mm-hmm.
it together,
Yeah,
which also means waking up in the morning and holding it together when there's so much mental division, whether it's vaccine, no vaccine, whether it's the Q movement, whether it's politics, whether it's global warming, whether it's whatever, the amount of division in the
yeah.
mental body just makes you want to die.
Well, plus you have
It,
the physical body, and then of course the sleep patterns. I mean, I don't
yeah,
know about everybody else. I've heard a few people talk about it. I'm sleeping. You know, I've been
yeah.
trying to connect for an extended period of time before I go to bed, but it's like 3 or 4 hours. I'm up. I mean, I got up at 4. I laid around for an hour. I did a little bit of work. I went back to bed. I got up at 7. Did 3 hours of work. Went back to bed. Took a 2 hour nap. I mean,
We're doing a lot of work, galactic work at night.
yes,
And so it's
yes.
just sometimes I just get up and light a candle and I'm like, okay, team, we're here. We're
What are we doing?
together.
What's on
We're
the
not
agenda?
sleeping. Because my husband's just like totally sleeping through the night. And I'm just
Yeah.
like, and he's saying, don't wake me up. I have to go to work. My husband holds it down in 3D. He really holds it down.
What a combination, right? You
Yeah,
and
he's
him,
Darren and Bewitched, you know.
Darren and Bewitched. So, yeah, in this thing with the dream states, I don't know if it certainly feels like a galactic feel. I know there's probably other things that happen. I've been asking, can I remember more from dream state? And I would have said through yesterday that I'm not really getting much response, but this morning I did. I
Oh
was,
yeah?
and there was, yeah, and there was, oh, I don't know if it was a galactic kind of theme. It was on Earth. We were more in our natural state, meaning there was teleportation and there was instant manifestation, and there was a lot of what am I trying to say? There was
Cool.
like a lot, like tying up a lot of loose ends, and it wasn't just me. It was like tying up a lot of loose ends and like cleaning up after you've made something. Kind of, that's how I would explain it.
Well, that kind of goes along with what Jason's been saying, you know. I love Jason. Oh my gosh. And he's been saying that we're kind of going through this big storm and we're cleaning up. We're
Mm.
like, it's like the end of duality.
Mm.
And we have to clean up every single thing that doesn't resonate with the new game, with Unity. So it's
Yeah.
like this massive enema.
You're the
We're
second
all
person. You're the second
cleaning up
person that,
this shit. Yeah.
yeah. So you're the second person that said that in the last few
I
days.
have to go get a colonic, I think, this week. I love colonics. I haven't had one in a long time.
My sister does that.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Cool.
I mean, I haven't talked to her in quite a while, but there was a time I think she was doing it a couple of times a month or something like that.
It's really good because we build up a lot of toxicity for sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
I wonder
So
how much. I wonder how much of the physical, biological, you know, stuff in the vessel is being transformed by non-physical methods, like through the work that we're doing on ourselves and the collective energy's impact on our transformation.
I mean that's a great question. I do really feel like we're transmuting our DNA. I mean we really are like gene key 47. We're going through transfiguration
Hmm.
a lot because we have to change that carbon base into the crystalline. And
Yeah.
that's huge. I remember when Lisa Renee was telling us that the atomic number for the carbon base is 666. And the atomic number for the crystalline base is 14, 14, 14. So we have
Hmm.
to add 14 let's do the math. 8, right? From 6 to 14. We have to add 8 electrons, 8 protons, and 8 neutrons to get
Wow.
to crystalline. So and the mitochondria shifting to be able to source, from light than from food, so that
Yeah.
we're moving away from
Mm.
sourcing from the external and really coming into being a super conductive, self-nourishing vessel. I was watching Franco De Nicola. What a cool guy! What a cool dude! And
Yeah,
he was talking.
he's gonna be there, and Jason's gonna be
Yeah.
speaking there too.
Oh,
That's always.
awesome! I can't wait to meet Jason and Franco.
Hey,
Franco, yeah.
if you come, make sure you bring your guitar, because a big part of, I think, 14 hours, we've got miscellaneous kind of open mic time. So we're going to have the
Ooh,
people from
nice.
that come, have them participate.
I might rent a cello. It's kind of my cello. I have to pay for a whole seat on a plane for my cello.
Is that right?
Yeah, I should get drinks and food for the cello. Like that
Yeah,
way.
exactly. Right. You get double of everything.
But last time I played in Sedona, I rented a cello from this really nice music store.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so maybe I'll do that and bring my guitar.
Cello's nice. I like the cello.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah, I
could go
like
get
the
it and play it
what
high.
is it, like the what is it, the Tibetan monk chants, or there's some of these meditation videos they have. They use the cello. It's very nice. Very
Yeah,
cool.
You can just play like the open strings, and it's so. It's in the
Yeah.
other room. It's like, go get me. I want to play for Todd.
Go ahead.
But okay, hold on.
Go get it.
Okay.
Yeah, the cello is a very cool instrument. Really, really is. Very cool. Judy asked, does she play the harp? I don't know if she plays the harp. We had a lady at a couple of years ago at a soul gathering in Sedona. It was just two or 3 days notice, and she brought harp, and it was very cool.
Okay.
Oh, that's a nice one. That looks like it's been around a while. Yeah, I like the cello sound. I guess the cello's a bass, right? It's a bass.
Well, it's a violoncello. So it comes from like the violin. It's like a big violin.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm all tangled. There. Okay. Just I'll just play a couple notes.
Yeah, just give us a little bit.
Let's see if we're in tune here. I have no idea.
It sounds like a river runs through it. It's my favorite song.
How does that go?
A river runs through it. It's just the theme. Kind of what you were playing. I love that. Very nice. Yeah, you'll have to rent a cello and come. We're going to have the guys over at Vibrational Empowerment Network, Ty and Jade.
I'm untangling myself. Okay, say that again.
I was going to say you'll have to rent your cello. Rent a cello if you come. We're going to have a whole bunch of musicians there. Ooh. There's going to be a musical accompaniment available the whole time.
Oh my God, it's getting better and better, Todd. I'm coming.
Yeah, and then we're just going to have like the open mic. We're going to have conversations with people. People want to come up with their instrument. They want to come up and express whatever they want to express, give a testimony, whatever. We feel like that's why we haven't really pushed any additional speakers. We've got,
oh my God, I'm such a ham. I could be up there the whole freaking time. You'll have to push me off the stage.
Well, we're getting a lot of people that want to, and I'm going to try to get back with hopefully all of them this weekend.
Cool.
But yeah, that would be cool. Because there'd be other musicians, and we just kind of have like a jam, you know. I mean, just whatever comes out, comes out.
Oh, I love to jam. I've got crystal bowls and flutes too. Flutes are easy to bring.
Yeah, flutes are
maybe
cool.
I'll bring my flute.
So seriously, like, do you think what kind of progress have we made from somebody who's been, has a 37.5-year perspective? Seriously, I mean, where are we at? Or have we done anything that you can kind of cite that stands out?
Oh my God, Todd, it's incredible what we've done. There's so much. Just even thinking about trying to tell you all that we've done is such a huge thing. But I can tell you, we prevented an attempted pole shift. because there was enough love in the collective of all sentient life on the earth that we were able to prevent pole shift in 2012 on December 21st. And that was massive. That was a huge, that was like, do you choose Armageddon or do you choose love?
So what was the point of whoever was trying to shift the poles? What was going to happen if that happened?
Well, as you know, I don't want to get too into this, but this planet has been a gasoline source for the WESAC Phantom Matrix universe, which does not survive on its own because it's a manipulated, totally inverted system. So it has to use us for gasoline to get its power. And of course, their ultimate wet dream is to take over the whole earth as their Armageddon battery through human enslavement and torture. That's their wet dream, to be crude about it. I mean, that's what they want.
It's not crude.
That's what they want, right? And so what happened is in 2012, when we were aligned with Galactic Center, and I know in a sense there's no other, right? We're all part of this great story, right? We're all part of this thing. Somehow we colluded with this experience of duality. You know, there was a point, my dear friend Laura Eisenhower, she talks about it, you know, that point when we decided to have a thought of separation, which spawned the entire fall, all the way to the worst degree. We decided, oh yeah, let's play with good and evil. You know, let's play with giving people a choice to explore all parameters of the delicatessen, man. You're going to eat everything in this delicatessen that this delicatessen has to offer. You've got access to every element in this kitchen. So I want to say that we're all participating in this crazy duality experiment.
It's a smorgasbord.
It's a buffet. And so it's led to some very degenerative creations which don't have connection to source. And the only way they stay alive is through milking suffering and torture energy. That's their gasoline. That's how they stay alive. You know, so anyway, so what happened was the Anunnaki on Nibiru pulsed the second Stargate, which is the Jerusalem Stargate. Oh, it was scary. I don't even want to go back.
This was on 2021.
It happened at 11:50. I'll never forget it. I looked at the clock. It said 11:50. Everybody was celebrating, and there was this beautiful thing going on in Australia with Barbara Marx Hubbard birth, and I was just like, oh, it's so beautiful. It's all happening. We're birthing into a new time. And I was just in this, and then all of a sudden, my friend who was in the Ashayana Dean community, try not to go back to these memories, but anyway, it sent a memo
a lot of these things
through Facebook and said they're attempting pole shift in 10 minutes. Get in position.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what's position? Like, what did they get in position? What am I supposed to do? But it turned out I've been being trained all my life to prevent to be on that team. And what I did that night, I'd been trained all my life to do it. And all it was about holding the pole steady. And I had to, I've been through, oh God, from 1998 all the way till 2012, huge addiction spirals, just addiction, like you wouldn't believe, overcoming, always romantic love, never drugs, just romantic love addiction, just one after another.
Yeah, how does that connect to
pole shift?
Yeah.
So the addiction spiral is the spiral of pole shift.
Okay, I got you.
So what happens is if you spent all your life neutralizing addiction, not just at a human level, but actually at a planetary level. You're neutralizing the spiral toward addiction.
Which really is everything we've been deprogramming, because everything we've been deprogramming has been a codependent frequency, which is
But for those of us that were on the pole shift prevention team, we took on the energy of planetary level addiction. Yeah. 37 years of untying and unfolding. And so on that night, when I felt my whole body torquing toward the addiction, I was able to be like, ugh, like, because I'd done it for so
Did you
long.
say you were torquing or twerking?
Torque. It
Oh,
torques the
I thought you
whole
were
body.
twerking. I thought all the
I
frontline
don't do that.
upholsterers.
But it's torque. You feel this torque, like your
Yeah.
whole body's being
What?
ripped.
And this was on this was on the equinox.
This was 11:50 on December 20th,
Oh, I'm sorry, December.
2012.
Oh,
Turning the moon.
2012. This was 2012. I thought you
So
said
that's where it all began. We
Okay.
chose the love timeline. We
Yeah.
overcame what they were trying to do. And if humanity had not voted for that, we wouldn't have been able to stop it.
Yeah. Well, I
And
mean, I
so
think
that's
that's
where I start, that humanity voted for love in
yeah.
2012. And this is all, everything we're going through now is graduation, is really moving towards this love-based reality. And even though it doesn't look like it sometimes, for sure, it doesn't look like it, but we are moving towards love. We are, we as a planet, we as a human family, we are awakening. I know we are. I just know we are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of there's a lot of evidence out there.
Mm-hmm.
It makes
Those
you wonder.
memories are traumatic. I'm like, oh God, don't take me back there.
Yeah, there's been a lot of that pop up lately, hasn't there?
Trauma.
That's been interesting watching. Most of it, most of it for me has been, I guess you would call aspects in other incarnations or past lives or future lives, or most of them have been Earth lives. Lots of like imprisonment, torture, suppression, oppression, but they're just playing out. It looks like just to be seen, and there's not really any like rhyme to the reason. It's just like I'm watching, going, why am I watching this? But there's been a lot of stuff coming in, especially this last month. Has it been that way for you, where you're just having like all these different streams come in talking to you?
Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest shift for me has been that quantum healing that's starting to happen.
Mm-hmm.
That's been really powerful, and I'm just like, wow. But it's been weird for me for so long that I feel like I'm just floating sometimes
Do you feel
on
like
a
everyone's
ship.
catching up to you now?
I don't know. I don't want to feel like it's like better than or less than
No,
or.
no. It's. I
I
mean,
do. I feel like the coronavirus has brought everybody into a focus on the sacredness of life.
yeah.
With all the fear and the programming and the control and the shenanigans going on behind the scenes, humanity is making good of this experience. I believe it's brought families closer together. It stopped business as usual and really caused people to have to face mortality.
Yeah.
And that's a big heart expansion for the whole entire human race to be facing mortality, right? That's huge. And that's something that we're all doing together. So in a way, it's bringing us to, it's that unity, this common experience.
I know you follow Lisa Renee. I know you follow Sandra Walter real close. You talked about Franco. You talked about Jason. And then you have your own intel. With everything you've that's been presented to you through your research and through your diligence and your own experience, what do you think? Where do you think we're at right now? I mean,
best thing for me to do is channel for you, because my little human self.
There you go.
I'll just do a little light language to open my channel.
Okay. Sounds good.
Imakundam samadavaratete sete kenda varatam sanakene nakaratam shatevretina nakava shatanokotepe. Imakala alakantam sayatunda varetishipana kuda davarata tata tabashite nakam shakanamna. Iakumana anana kunana. Itrete ba sapatandam sanakunana. Misha wata utamanana atea. Beloved, beloved human race, beloved children of the original divine blueprint of the human genome of freedom, abundance, and beauty and light of the reunion and celebration. You have come very far. It is easy to look around you and wonder what is happening. Where are we? What progress have we made? And we will tell you that through your diligent efforts, you are enabling universal stargates to open that have never been opened before. And that Mother and Father God from the God worlds of the holy Rishi sons have returned to the earth plane only since December of last year. And now these portals into the Holy Mother and the Holy Father have opened. And a lot was done while Holy Mother and Holy Father were gone. We're not able to access this realm. So there is much to be cleaned up. There is much to be revealed of the lies and the distortions of sleeping humanity governed by separation and fear. But Mother and Father have come back, and all that is illusory shall be lifted as a great veil upon your world. All that is illusion, all that does not have foundation of truth at its base, shall not survive, because Mother and Father have returned to the earth. And it is you, beautiful humanity, with your sincerity of heart and your diligence and perseverance to move ever more toward love, to feel all feelings that would come to you, to not run into the mind to escape, but to again and again diligently be with the heart and start to remember how to feel joy and how to dance as a spiritualized vessel of the living light. Joy is your birthright. And all of you who are dancing in joy, even through the pain, finding the exhilaration and the enthusiasm of this great awakening in the messy parts even. We say to you, congratulations and thank you. And yes, you have progressed so much. There is no way we could return to this earth from a place so far away if you had not been opening your hearts and opening your portals along with the great mother, our daughter, opening her portals. All of you are to be blessed with our gratitude and our excitement, for indeed we have returned to the earth plane, and with us here, we are all going home together. It is guaranteed. So we say, congratulations, beautiful human children of earth. Congratulations. Etikanda washuto kopoto tapashita na kora tam sam davratitike etaka. Amake potam sam davratishikita avototake pina na kurua tatakashato kotam davratike patakato utaka petishita pataputa anataka akakte eke. Coming back to my body now. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you. God, that's pretty powerful.
Yeah.
Your ancient dialect coming out.
Yeah.
Can hear
It's
it.
like the little architecture that allows the portals to get all the way up there.
Well, it was good seeing you. Hope to see you into May. That'd be cool. Bring a cello.
Oh, I would love to see you, Todd. Yeah, I gotta go like deep within and find out
There'll be some
is.
flutes. I know there'll be some flutes there. There's other instruments, but yeah, bring a
You mean
cello.
like instruments for us to play, or should we just play?
Well, I know some people will have. I mean, there'll be some flute
Yeah, I have
players.
a pretty cool Native American flute that I like.
Yeah.
It's an A minor, so it can play with most.
A minor. That's nice. A minor's nice.
Oh
It's
my
good
God,
for
I'm coming back to my human self really fast all of a sudden. But yeah. So, Todd, it's great to see you and
It's good to see you.
feel you, and thank you for all you do and for your courageous and beautiful heart, and for Morgan, and I want to give you guys a big hug.
Well, come on down. We'll do it again. We've done it before. We'll do it again. You take
I
care.
know. You too, sweetie. Bye,
Love
everyone.
you.
Much